if I was to try and build, where was it? If we wanted to build this Budew, right? How do we spec Budew? How do we spec this Budew into a phenomenal piece? That's the real question. Because that free Itchy Pollen's kind of spicy, kind of crazy. 0 retreat cost, free ability. We force the no item cards, which are huge right now in the meta. I was saying something and got cut off last time. I would love to know. Look at all that damage. 1,230. I would love to know why in the TCG they don't have basic energies and everything for every single typing. There isn't that many. There's only, like 16 types in Pokemon, the video game, right? Original 3. Normal, fighting, ghost, dark. Bug, flying, ground, it's 10. Rock is 11. Ice, 12. I say ghost, 13. Poison, 14. There's maybe there's 16 or 17. Fairy, there's 18. That makes sense. So that's kind of not bad, honestly. Like fairy, giving the extra. Why didn't there is a fairy type? They made a fairy type. And technically dragon type. Technically. I don't know if they made an actual dragon energy for it. But there is the image for dragon energy as well as they made a fairy energy type. They exist both basic and non-basics. I guess you're right. They want to make it as easy as possible to get into it. So the less crazy different types makes it a little bit more streamlined, which is fair. But I don't know. There's a part of me that wishes there was one of each. I know Dave would kill for a bug type because bug is his favorite type. So if they had actual bug typing in the game, would be kind of massive. When it's hyper specialized to buy into 1 or 2 types, I mean you can run multiple types still. It just you have to kind of spec into that. But I guess it would change things somewhat drastically, which is fair. I do love that Hydreigon just absolutely stomps. By the way, what did we win? We got a pack. Let's go. Are we going to pull the $2,000 Umbreon Moonbreon? Maybe. Fanrotom. Heatran. Ogre's Mask. Frickin' Budew. The best. Now we have more than one. Hoot Hoot. And Iron Boulder. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. Adjusted Horn. If you don't have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does nothing. Weird. But I'm sure there's a way to spec into that. Different. Well, that was pretty fun. It's been just over an hour. I think we were supposed to have a very fast stream today, because around 7-ish, I think we're going to be doing a Lorcana thing, possibly. Don't want to assume anything just yet. But I knew we wanted to do a little bit of fun, a little bit of Pokemon, get a little bit of things in here, test out some new prismatic evolutions. That Budew is fun. Going to be interesting to see if I can spec into a full deck archetype with that guy. Maybe Raging Bolt. I was starting to spec into a Raging Bolt deck with Teal Mask Ogerpon. So we call it Raging Budew. Still working on getting more of those cards because we don't have too many of these, what are these, golden tickets or whatever left. So, and it costs $2,400 for all 4 Raging Bolts, which we do not have. So we're working on it. Well, it's Mariam's account right now, so I don't want to spend any more. I would feel bad. So, but Budew Ledge is kind of fun. Ceruledge is a fun deck. I'm going to make that even spicier. I can feel it. But Hydreigon, Big Daddy Hydreigon is amazing. I love it. Alrighty, guys. I think we might call the short stream here for now. Thank you for coming to join me. Hopefully you guys had a great time. We're going to be back tomorrow for sure, Thursday, live, hopefully around maybe 5, 6, 7 p.m. and one of those within that couple hours. And you get to watch Dave and Phil and others join in and paint some guys, build some guys, have some fun, listen to some chill beats, If you liked what you saw here today and want to see more of it, obviously, let us know. Comment down below. If you're watching live, thanks so much for chilling, coming in, chatting with me. Hit the follow if you're on Twitch. We love it. Want to see more of us, more of my beautiful mug, talking to you about crazy plays, even though I definitely know exactly what I'm doing when I play Pokemon, 100% all the time. We win every single time. No losses, no deaths. So yeah, hit that follow, hit that like. If you're watching on YouTube, bell, notification, subscribe, as all the kids say. And if you're on TikTok, how's it going, TikTok viewers? It's good to see you guys too. Thanks for watching us. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we can see you some more. See you again. We'll probably, maybe next week, because of the new, because Aether Drift comes out next Friday, or at least the pre-release is. We might do some Magic stuff next Wednesday. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be actually a lot of fun. I'm working on some new Canlander decks and Commander stuff, so we'll see. Maybe Commander. Maybe. So, anywho, once again, thanks so much, guys. Love you all. Hopefully you had some fun watching us, and hopefully you will join us in next time. And maybe if we play Pokemon again with Mario and me, we will demolish and take every prize card to victory. All right, guys. Take care so much. We love you all. Thanks so much. Peace out. Oh, okay. Before I go really quick, what's your question? Wait, I'm going to end the stream. Boop. But I'm actually still here if you can hear me. What is the... thanks for watching. Be right back. Gameplay. Just kidding. I'm actually right here before I end the stream. What was the question you had there, boss? Mr. Auschnams? It's end of stream, but I can answer your question for you really quick. Dave is unfortunately helping someone, but I can quickly answer a question for you. I've technically ended the stream. We're going to cut off the YouTube video there. I believe in Frank. He's the best editor of all time. Love you, Frank. He's going to put this in the intro of the video. He's going to be like, we love you, Frank. He's going to be like, love you on the stream. What's your question, Ellis Noms? What is your question? Oath of Druids would still be playable if it also hit Planeswalkers too instead of just creatures. Yes. Maybe. Because it forces you to discard with the other ones. It's been a while since I've actually used that card. But when you add addendums to like additional things that a card can search for or get, that's usually just straight upgrades. So, how viable it is, that is a question I don't actually know the full answer to. But it's definitely playable. Depends on what deck you're running it in, though. Right? Into the graveyard. Well, then why not just focus like a graveyard deck? You know what? Quick, there's Dave. Dave, real quick, question from the boy, the myth, the legend, Elshnoms, a.k.a. Spazzy. If you think it gets significantly worse, but I'm curious to hear your opinions. Oath of Druids would still be a playable card if it also hit Planeswalkers instead of just creatures.
Do you think Oath of Druids would still be playable if it also hit Planeswalkers instead of creatures? It would be more playable.
Yeah. That's what I said.
It would be more playable.
Exactly what I said.
You just play no creatures. What do you just like bust out? I don't know. You have to have your opponent have a Planeswalker. That's the problem. For Oath of Druids to trigger.
Why? Because is that what it does when it says the...
So they have to have... But, okay, so here's the play. If Oath of Druids says creature or Planeswalker, if your opponent has a creature or Planeswalker, you may reveal until you hit a creature or Planeswalker.
Sorry, Pokemon guys, we're talking Magic.
Then Oath of Druids is busted because you Exotic Orchard them a spirit, and then you get like, I don't know, Ugin or something.
I guess so. I mean,
Atraxa,
the Emrakul.
something like that.
I mean, to be fair, I play more creatures. I never play Planeswalkers personally, like very, very rarely. So Oath of Druids is okay as it is for me, but I also wouldn't be playing it unless I'm playing in something.
You play a different deck.
I was going to say, unless you kind of, like, because it puts everything into the graveyard, you want to play a bunch of recursion cards from the graveyard. So you'd play like a graveyard deck. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's Grist? Like force, like doing
Grist is okay. I think Ugin's like usually the big one for Planeswalkers.
True.
It's like the most impactful.
The board wipe one?
Yeah.
Well,
Planeswalkers are annoying to deal with.
That is true.
it
They
kinda
can
just,
become a bit of a...
distort the game around them, and like.
I find them pretty easy to remove, though.
If you have like removal, like universal removal, but a lot of times you have like a Swords to Plowshare.
Right, it's creature-based removal.
Right.
So, that is fair.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, it's been an hour and a bit. I was yelled at to have a short stream today. Unless maybe, should I keep going and just stream for another like half an hour? Do you guys want me to keep going? Do we want to keep playing Pokemon, or should we swap to random arena? That'd be kind of fun. I did do the Twitch stream to be Pokemon, though. Because I feel like that's kind of the vibe, right? Maybe? That'd be kind of fun. You know what? While I'm here, we're hanging out for a little bit longer. For the folks who are into the Pokemon, I've got Lorcana! I am not a Lorcana player, but it is a very good... No, we're not playing One Piece. Also a good game, though. One Piece and Lorcana. Both very good games. Not personally my kind of go-to, but both good games. Which obviously, little store shout-out if you want to buy any of these fun, awesome TCG cards, trading card game cards, and at battlefield.ca. Or come and buy if you're in the Ontario, Canada localized area, specifically Newmarket, or nearby. Come check us out. 81 Davis Drive. You can meet me, or Phil, or Mari, or Dave, who was just here a second ago. That'd be really fun. Kind of out of Lorcana, just not my jam. That's kind of the same for me. One Piece is also, once again, a fun game. Obviously, a huge fan base. But it doesn't scratch the same itch that Magic does for me, personally. And Pokemon's got its own thing going on, right? Speaking of which, Pokemon fans, if I was to try and build, where was it? If we wanted to build this Budew, right? How do we spec Budew? How do we spec this Budew into a phenomenal piece? That's the real question. Because that free Itchy Pollen's kind of spicy, kind of crazy. 0 retreat cost, free ability. We force the no item cards, which are huge right now in the meta. I feel we run 4 of these. No? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm your friend. Maybe. That's a Happy Souls reference. Person, place, or thing has joined the chat. Welcome. Person, place, or thing. I kind of want to play Magic, but you know what I would love to do also at some point? Play some Pokemon video games with you guys. Be kind of fun. Maybe, maybe not. Iron Jugulis. No, we don't want to play that. Jugulis. I want to... Can we find... You know what, guys? Let's create a deck. Standard format. Let's look up... What is... Can I go based off of sorting method? Standard... Here we go. Prismatic Evolution. So, here's what we got so far. Obviously, the evolution's massive for this set. Massive. We do a Nuzlocke? Yeah, we can do a Nuzlocke. I have to return to Soul Silver at some point and finish that Nuzlocke. That was pretty fun. But, for the TCG, which is also what we sell, hence why we stream it here at ETB Canada, ETB Live. Is this Hydra Apple any good, guys? Let's find out. 330 HP, not bad. EX, got to run the double once beforehand. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy, or grass energy. Heal 30 damage. Syrup Storm does 30 more for each grass energy to all of your Pokemon. So you kind of want to like go massive and just putting grass energy on everything. Board wide, which is kind of crazy. EVX is a basic. And it can also work as the EV to evolve into either other ones. Which isn't kind of crazy. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can evolve during your first turn if you play it. Or the turn you play it. That's crazy. Crazy. absolutely crazy. We could run Jolteon EX. Spec into the electric types. 2 basic energies of any type to your bench Pokemon. This attack does 90 more damage for each card you discarded this way. I don't feel like that's good enough. I don't feel like that hits. Chat, what do you think? Do you think that hits? I don't know if that hits. Does not hit hard enough. Severe Squall, Vaporeon. It's got 280. Aquamarine, can't attack. So they all have this sort of like one-time 280 damage that then forces the non-attack. 6 damage to each of your Pokemon's EX. Only 60? Doesn't seem that good. What a Flareon. That's not too bad. You get 2 basic energies and attach them to one of your any Pokemon, then shuffle. And dealing 130 damage. I could see that being actually somewhat useful. Granted, these are the only ones that we actually have received from packs and things so far. So, we already know the Jewel Seeker is pretty solid for the Noctowl and the Hoodoo combo. Budew is the best, obviously. The only question is I don't know. What are we missing? Can we see what we don't have? Show cards all. All 104. Alright, Blood Moon Ursaluna. Not bad. It's the same one as before. Ceruledge. It's the new Ceruledge. Just the fancy art for it. I want to make that Ceruledge work. I got to find a way to fast discard energy. Dragapult, obviously, phenomenal deck. Tempted to build that one too. Also pretty common in the standard meta right now. Just that Phantom Dive is insane. Like, 2 energy for 200 damage is already great, but then also 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you'd like. Any way. That's massive. With 320, that's insane. So strong. Sorry if that peaked the mic a little bit with the S there. That's insane, though. That's so strong. All right, what does Sylveon do? We're checking out all the evolutions right now, guys. I want to see if any of these are actually viable for a deck. We got Sylveon. Magical Charm, 160 for 3. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by this defender may, depending Pokemon, do 200 less damage. Is okay. Leafeon says Verdant Storm is 60 times for 2. 60 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, that would have been insane against that all the mental energies on those... what was it, Dialga deck that we faced earlier today? Massive. They had 6 and 7 on 2 different opponents, so that's 14, 15 energies. And that was just on the benched Pokemon. They had a couple on the main one too. That's massive damage. What does Glaceon do? 20 your opponent's bench Pokemon. Frost Bullet. 110 to the active, 30 to 1. Okay. Espeon, my favorite evolution. 160, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Whoa, from the hand. If that did 260, I think I'll be running this Espeon real quick. Even that's not terrible, but it is 3. It should be 2. This should be 200 for 2 with the discard. I would build that Espeon deck 100% of the time. That is amazing. What does Umbreon do? Whoa! Onyx! 3 mana, discard all energy from this Pokemon and take a prize card. And you just run like Dark Patches and Luminous Energies and ways to get the different ones on there. And a Confusion for Moon Mirage. I wish it was 2 instead of 3. But I feel like this is kind of viable. This is kind of doable. Am I right? I don't know, guys. What about Goldango here? Coin bonus. Draw 2 cards once per turn. Oh, the Make It Rain ability is crazy good. Once again, the force discard's kind of nuts. 0 to hero. Yeah, that's still the same Hearthflame. It's a lot of like reprints and fancy arts from other sets. So I'm not really seeing too much. I mean, Iron Hands is still good. I think it was Iron Thorns that was played a lot in the last Pokemon Worlds, I believe. This was one of the ones that won or came like top 3 for Worlds, which is crazy, the Iron Thorns deck. Yeah. I could see that being well. Does Iron Valiant do... Find a way to like keep like moving it around to deal 2 damage counters is kind of fun. Is that Lugia EX any good? Whoa! Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Do you think that could be fun? I feel like that could be kind of nuts. Like actually kind of wild. $30 damage to itself for Sonic. Strafe is effectively a retreat cost attack to swap in within your bench for 50 straight damage. That's kind of cool. Now this T-Tar. Tyrannical Crush. Discard, not bad. Grind. It's got 340 HP. 1 mana, 1 energy, basic of any type. This attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Are we feeling Dark Patch Tyranitar? Maybe. I think this would be a really fun deck. We should build this Tyranitar DX deck. And, little known fact, guys, Frank, our boy Frank, it's one of his favorite Pokemon. Gengar's is top, but Tyranitar is up there. I think it's top 3, which is kind of sick. Not going to lie. All right, we've spec'd enough. I think we've hung out for a while. I think I can actually end the stream now for you guys. Apologies. We dragged on a little bit longer. Just to kind of chat. See how things were going. This Raging Bolt is... That art, though, guys, is so pretty. Nuts. Same with the Raging... or Roaring Moon, excuse me. So nice. So nice. Also, shout out to Phil behind the counter. Our boy Phil loves the Slowpoke. He says it's him. I think it's hilarious. So, very fun. All right, I think next time we're going to try and spec out a Tyranitar EX deck. I think we're going to make it work. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Same thing that I said earlier. Like, comment, subscribe on the all socials. Follow us everywhere that you see ETB Canada, ETB Live. Hopefully you can see more of your beautiful faces and you can see more of ours. And we can hang out and play some more games. He's a slow king. That's what I tell him, but he's like, no way, I'm slow bro. So, I don't know what to tell you. So, alrighty, guys. Thanks so much again. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is with you. And, yeah, keep it real. Keep it schmexy. And, peace out. Deuces.